Hello and welcome back to Prov 356. This is going to be episode number 10. It's going to be a very short episode, but it's going to be an apology, people. I said the YI Ling was useless, that it wasn't worth taming. I was wrong, people. I've been doing some breeding and mutations. And let me tell you, these guys are the DPS kings in all of Ark. The damage per second. Why do I say that? Well, I went out and off camera, in between episodes, I tamed 2 level 5s. I began to breed those and get mutations, and breed them and get mutations, and breed them and get mutations. And I've leveled this one up a little bit. As you can see, its name is A10 Warthog, people. That's right. I named it after one of the most deadly planes in the American Air Force. So, as you can see, it was born with 1 stat in health, 1 stat in stamina, 1 stat in oxygen, 3 stats in food, 1 stat in weight, 2 in melee, 0 in speed. Alright? Now the mutations, that's the middle column of these numbers here. The mutations, it has all the mutations it can handle, because you can only get 254 points in each stat. So it has 254 points of mutation, not 254 mutations, because you get 2 points per mutation. So, you do the math. 122. 127. 127 mutations in each stat. This has taken some time, but it's a little bit quicker for me because I have mods that help me do it. You may not have mods. Now, if you don't mutate these things or get the highest levels possible and then level them up as much as possible and then get at least 1 generation of imprint on them, if you do that or you do super mutations like I have taken the time to do, these guys are by far the DPS kings in all of Ark. So you see I got 254 mutations in health, 254 mutations in stamina, 254 mutations in melee. Now I didn't realize I had 1 mutation in weight, but I do. So, what do the YI Lings do when you bother to super mutate them? Now it's not leveled all the way up. Oh, it has some levels. So let's just put those in melee. And then let's see, what level are you? 774. So we'll take her out first because she hasn't been leveled up. I haven't put any points into her. All these points are from mutations. Now she started off as I started with 2 level 5s. When I bred them together after they tamed, I got like a level 8 because it was level 7 when they tamed up. Now, if I punched them, they would have dropped down to level 5, so I would have lost even those points into, what is it? I would have lost the 3 points into food and the 1 point in the melee if I had just punched them until their taming effectiveness was down to 0. But I didn't do that. So, these guys, without leveling them up, just the base stats with all the mutations. Okay. Come on, girl. Latch on. Now we're going to go into first person. Look at this. 61 points per shot. Okay. Oh, it's grabbed me. Get it, girl. Now you saw her shooting the quills on her own. Because you can enable them to work brain. You can enable them to do AI attack. You can turn it on. So you can hold down shift and pick up speed with a glide. So this is our first glider of Aberration that can use the actual glide function. Double tap spacebar. They will fly. Let's go back up here. So when you've leveled these guys up, come on, sweetheart. Let me get the A10 Warthog. Now I'm riding on the male, And I'm going to travel with a pack of females, okay? And I'm going to be on the male. So that way I get the mate bonus. So I'm going to go in the first person, not K mode. And we're going to... That's right, people. This thing's not even leveled up all the way, and it's doing 88 per shot, per quill. Now you might think, oh, 88 per quill is not that good. But when you combine that with the control and then what's called the rupture, where you hold down control, you hit left click. Look at that, 1700 in damage, people. And you can keep doing that. That's not the amount that you... 2000. The further you build up that bar, the more damage they can do. And this is just the regular quills. This is not the poison quills. This is not the sedative pill quills. 7,000 in damage right there. Unofficial stats, people. Unofficial stats. Once you do the bounce, you can hit C and go up again. Oh, I missed it. You can do C and dash up again once you've bounced off of something once. And you don't have to wait till that bars. See, watch. There we go. Back up in the air. You don't have to wait till that bar is full to what's called rupture them. Rupture is to hold down left control and press left click. You don't have to wait for that bar to be full for you to smash into them. They can make different quills. We'll go over that real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta hold down R to go to the different quills. So you can make the regular ones. That's the ones where we were doing 88 per thing, and that's with mutations and not very many levels. But then you can make sedative ones, which you make in your inventory with biotoxin, if they have biotoxin in their inventory. Slime ones, which you make with sap. The biotoxin ones deal torpor, but it doesn't deal the torpor until you do the rupture. Now it does a lot of torpor. I was able to knock out Spinos and Parasauritheriums in 10 seconds or so. 10 to 15 seconds of shooting the quills and then doing the rupture. The slime is you make those quills by using sap. They're not that good. All it does is slow the creature down. But then you have poison, which you make with nameless venom, and I was able to kill a alpha Carcanos in under a minute with the poison damage. And then you have volatile. You make this by using congealed gas balls in their inventory. So it can make 5 different quills, and one of them is useless. But the other 4, very dangerous, very deadly. Now, if you combine these guys with their not anglerfish, did it again. If you combine their, what is this bag here? An aberrant spino. Well, we'll take that. Get them to follow the male. So if you combine the mate bonus with the damage they can do with the quills, and we're gonna up it even more. These are creatures I've already taken out. Now, when they're on the ground, they don't do that much. Like, oh, 1,200. That must have been a headshot. There's no way. But when you latch onto something, or when you're flying, see, we're now doing 46, 46, 46 on a stego, people. Dead already. There's a Carcanos. There's a Carcanos. 1500. Now watch my guys. They're going to start doing the AI attack because I told them they can. You can enable it by holding down E. Why are they not doing it? These guys, I'm telling you people, because you can latch onto surfaces in boss arenas. Now they do not do their rupture on the boss, as far as I've been able to test, but they can shoot them with the quills. And rupture. 3,000 in damage. This is why these guys got the name. This is why I named him the A10 Warthog. Because they are the new DPS kings. In all of Ark. Every time you bounce off something, you can then use the dash again, and you just bounce off of it by holding down left control and holding down left control and hitting left click. Now here's another thing about these. You can shoot from their back. That's right, people. So I just wanted to take this episode, let you all know that I was wrong about the YI Ling. They are worth it to tame if they are worth it to tame. You guys are going to go after them, huh? Okay. They are worth it to tame if you're going to either go through the process of at least getting one generation with an imprint, or getting multiple generations and breeding them. There's a Gigantoraptor right there. What level are you? Level 60? I'm almost tempted, but I'm not going to kill it. That's near my base. I might try to tame it later on. Now you cannot do the dash multiple times in one glide unless you bounce off of something. Or you land and then bounce again. See, if I land, then I can dash again. Now the trap. They are a headache to tame if you do not use a trap. The way you tame them, if you did not see my last video, is see, if you latch onto something, then you can dash up again. So here's the trap. 6 triangle foundations. Hold on, let me 6 triangle foundations placed in a hexagon, and then a wall on top of each of those. That's the door frame. Without the door frame that's completely open, and it's got to be too high. So what you do is just stand outside of it, and let's put that on my back so that way we can see. So what you do is you stand outside of it, and it shoots you with 30 quills. Once it has 30 quills, you run inside. It will dive at you. When it dives at you, you throw the plant species Z fruit at it. When you do that, it will stun it, and then you want biotoxin or narcotics. Biotoxin works better. Biotoxin on your last hotbar, on your last slot on your hotbar, and then you're able to feed it that. When you feed it enough, then they knock out, and you just put prime meat. Or exceptional kibble is the kind they like, but you can use extraordinary kibble if you wanted to. So I just wanted to make this short episode to let you guys know that the YI Ling is very good. And I was wrong. I said they wasn't worth taming. I said the headache of taming them was too great compared to their little benefits. But if you're either going to go through the... Just scratch at it then while I'm talking. While I'm talking? Really? A10? Okay. Crazy bird. So if you're going to go through the trouble of taming these things and to make sure that you get 2 of them, a male and female, you breed it, you get that imprint and level it up as much as possible, or you get 2, a male and female, and you breed them till you get the mutations, and they kill everything. I'm going to be releasing some episodes further along about just doing boss damage with these guys. And I think they may be my new boss fighters, simply because they can go in the boss arenas. They're small, so you can fit a lot of them in a small area and not have to try to crowd like you do with Rexes and Spinos. So these guys, yep, I was wrong, people. I was wrong. But until next time, people, thank you all for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Post a comment, please. It helps with the algorithm. But above all else, trust in the Lord.